Hi and welcome. So this is a quick video with my 3 top tips of how you can take your idea to a plan for a novel. So my first tip about novel writing is that you should be able to sum up your idea in one sentence. That is quite challenging, especially if you've been writing a book for a while. But genuinely, I think that a novel idea can usually be summed up in one sentence. That sentence is going to live with you for a long time. You're going to use it in various contexts. You're going to use it to plan your book, to think about your book, to tell friends about your book, and ultimately, hopefully, to pitch your book to an agent or editor. So it needs to be right. I would suggest that you spend about an hour working on that sentence. Sounds like a long time to write one sentence, right? But this is a very important sentence. So an hour it is. That is my tip number 1. So my next tip is to try to live with that idea for a while. Don't sit down and try to write the novel the day after you've had the idea or the day after you've written your one sentence summary. I think that's the fastest way to find writer's block. Basically, that idea needs to grow, it needs to develop, it needs to turn into something that has a novelness about it. Stephen King talks about living with his ideas for a while and just thinking about them and going for long walks, and how the good ones, they're the ones that stay. Hilary Mantel wrote an essay called Growing a Tale where she describes how she lives with her ideas for a very long time, thinking about them in snippets, writing a few things down, putting stuff up on a corkboard, and just waiting for the idea to grow and develop into something that is more novel-like. So that is my second tip. Let your idea breathe, let it grow, wait until it's ready to be written. So my final tip about getting going is to focus on your characters. I think characters are super important to a novel. In fact, I would say that they're more important than the plot and the hook. You will find your plot and you'll find your hook through the characters. If you don't try to find those things through the characters, then there's a chance that trying to make the characters go through those plot holes might not work. So that's my final bit of advice. Start with the characters. The plot will come. The plot will follow the characters. Grow the characters. Learn about the characters. Do big character profiles. Think about what they look like. Think about what kind of people they are. So not just their physical attributes, but what they're like, what their personalities are like, what they want. What a character, and particularly what your main character wants, is so central to the plot. It almost is the plot. So my third and final tip, the characters are the most important thing. Happy writing. I hope this helps, and I'll see you in the next lecture.